Welcome back, Blitz community. I'm DMG, and today I will be doing a tank review on the Tiger II. This was asked for in the comments section, so this is proof that I do read your feedback, and I'm happy to present this to you today. On that note, between Bushka and Skate, I do think that they cover a lot of tanks, just for tank reviews in general, so I'm not really sure how much more I can rehash this all. If you find this helpful and want to see me keep doing tank reviews, please let me know. I'm a little bit miffed right now as because the one game I didn't record in the break of this action, I ended up getting a mastery on Vineyards, having a 4K game in the Tiger II. But nonetheless, here's still some good gameplay. I noticed that they have a really non-heavy lineup, and I just want to push into their spawn. I'm really aggressive here. Not showing a lot of patience here, but here we go. The Comet comes to my right, and the T-43 is still on the corner. I have two angles I have to cover. This does not mean go rush the Comet and try and kill him. This means back up, so they both have to shoot at your front. The Tiger II is all about understanding angles. If you understand the Tiger II and can angle this tank and bounce, you will take that to the bank in the E75 and succeed. The tank does have decent DPM, as I'm able to take out that Comet as he tries to poke around that corner, and now I'm going to be into this IS-3. What's nice about it is that you have an 8.8 second reload, while the Russian heavies, even with adrenaline, I think don't even touch 12 seconds, not 12, 10 seconds on their reload. So if you fire at the same time as an IS-3, you will be able to get another shot off. I think this is really important and makes the tank work, because you want to be trading 2 shots for 1 shot, and you want to try and bounce their shots too. So if you can trade 2 for 0, that's heavily in your favor, and this is one of the highlights of this tank. It's decently fast. I pop an engine boost and you just watch the speed just go up, and what do you think this T-43 is thinking right now? Oh my god, I cannot pen this. I mean, I've driven a T-43 before, and granted, it is a very powerful machine, but it's not doing anything to the front of this Tiger II unless he is able to pen the cupola. So just in that short little clip right there, I think this shows that you have to be patient with this tank, as with most other tanks, but also use some of the very unconventional attributes of it. No one really thinks about this tank being fast. They always want to go towards a Defender or an IS-3. This tank has decent terrain resistance, and with an engine boost, you can really make lower tier tanks that have low pen guns panic. And that's part of what the Tiger II is good at, is that it doesn't really have the armor profile to bounce other heavy tanks and get in close range brawls, but it does have enough armor to bully low tier tanks. And really, that's the kind of armor that you want. You just want enough so you can know your matchups. And you can effectively engage some tanks, but learn how to play passive against other tanks. The next game we will be playing will be on the map Desert Sands, and I think this is really going to showcase the kind of side-scraping ability you're going to need to develop. Like I said, if you learn how to side-scrape in this tank, you will take that to the bank in the E75, and you will be successful. Some of the penetrations that you see here from the Tiger II will not happen in the E75. Just remember that I think it's on the sides and front that it's better angled on the front, and the thickness is about 150% of what it is on the Tiger II. So it's kind of a double whammy in terms of the upgrade to the armor you get. I'm going to push to the left side. I'm not sure how good of an idea this is. There are lots of big guns on the other team, J Panther 2, Waffenträger off Panzerführer, but I'm going to try and side scrape off this corner. And this is about being patient. The Tiger is a mid-range fighter. I'm not going to try and go right to that top building up there and try and fight them there. He pens me in the turret cheek. That does not happen in the E75. Even if a T-54 is firing heat, he would need to pen my cupola to even have a chance of penning me in the E75. But this video is on the Tiger II, so let's not start drooling over the E75. This thing has a very accurate gun. I don't have any equipment on it except the first three, and I really think this tank would benefit from a supercharge and a vertical stabilizer, as well as the engine accelerator. It'll just really enhance what is already good about the tank. This T-54 just decides to tunnel. I don't know what he's thinking, but he's messing with the wrong person. He's going to get flogged by my team sitting behind me. I just turn back around after I get a shot into him, and I re-angle up. And I'm being very careful when I angle. This is not a good angle right here. That's way too overexposing. I'm glad I didn't get shot by anybody, but that right there is a mistake. After I shoot the defender, I immediately angle up again. As you can see, I'm driving parallel to that corner. And now I'm going to have a really easy side scrape. Now watch this angle. Boom. Waffenträger auf Panzerführer bounces me. If I over-angled, it would not happen. You have to, like I said, if you can angle this tank and bounce waffles, you will be able to do this so easily in the E75. I get 2 HE rounds into the waffle. I feel bad for that guy. Guy probably isn't expecting a 8.8 second reload without running adrenaline. I get a shot into that J Panther 2. I think I'm going to get a mastery here, so I just start pushing for it. I really want to get some damage. You can see that IS-6 trying to side scrape. He gets the angles right, but then he over angles again, and I pop him one. I have enough hit points now to where I can effectively just go and hit point trade. Something that's really good is that when you have to get into a brawl with the common IS-6, IS-3, IS Defender, is that you have more hit points, and you have more DPM, and you have more penetration. So mainly, though, if you have more DPM and you have more hit points, you will be able to chew through them faster than they can chew through you. And God forbid that they bounce a shot, because you are not very likely to bounce yours. That's a 3,800 damage game. Felt like that should have been a mastery, but it is what it is. We're going to go on to the next game. But the Tiger II it's such a training tank. And I'm going to say the phrase again. Learn how to do it in the Tiger II. Take it to the bank in the E75. Don't just try and skip the Tiger II and say that it was bad and then go play the E75. You won't get as much out of it. Learn how to play the Tiger II first. This last game that I'm going to show you is I'm on Canyon. You've seen me do this in the ST1 before. I'm going to go to the middle area. I call the right simply because the draw distance from B to the red line on this side is longer than the draw distance from B to the red line on the other side. So light tanks will usually not spot tanks if they stay to the red line or just stay very far away. I go to the middle. That's where I want to be. I want to be near the action. I want to get my damage in. I see this bulldog just start capping, and this kind of catches me off guard because a lot of people aren't so aggressive. I mean, usually I'd back off because I think I'd get shot, but this bulldog really wants to cap, and this really puts me in a tough spot because he gets the base, and I'm thinking, okay, now these cap points are going to start ticking up, and they also cap A, which becomes a problem. They hit my gun there. I hit the KV-3. I use my one repair kit because I want that gun back in play. I want to be able to put in accurate shots at distance while moving. Hit the KV-3 again. You can really just see the gun going to work in this moment. I'm not going to even try for the Proto. That's too risky. I'm going to go for consistent damage. J Panther 2 is a perfect target. And I'm just working this little ridgeline here. You can really see the accuracy come into play. Hit him right in the cheek. This tank would really benefit from supercharge and a vertical stabilizer. The Bulldog tries to get around me. I angle immediately. I drive forward just to kind of throw him off. He bounces. I switch up to HE, kind of unnecessary, but I wasn't really paying attention to hit points. I just wanted him dead. I hit the shot and kill him. And now I'm back to my original position, and I'm just trying to angle again. This upper front plate kind of juts out, so you can really bait some people with it. I don't know where that shot goes. It's just kind of silly. That lower plate was gray, but in 4.6, the penetration changes will come, so I'll have less random bounces, which will be good. I try to hit an APCR shot on the cheek of that J Panther 2. It's kind of risky. You're probably going to want about 300 millimeters of penetration if you want to go through those cheeks. reliably. I pop an engine boost. That defender isn't going to get me. I'm going to try and kill that KV3, but he goes down anyway. So I readjust, and I want to get shots into this defender. Defender is a very dangerous tank, especially when people don't know how to play against it. They'll let it reload, and they'll just let it clip you again. I drive up on that slight little slope on the side just so I can get the gun down. It changes the gun depression angles more to your turret traverse than it does to the standard, -8. I'm going to switch up to HE here. I found out that I can pen his butt with HE, and I do. It's a nice 400 roll. This is the same gun that you get on the J Panther, except it's on a heavy tank. It's a little bit less snappy, but it's still very good. And my IS-6 teammate on green will finish off the J Panther 2. Anyways, that is the Tiger 2 in a nutshell. Like I said, if you can learn how to angle this tank, you'll take it to the bank in the E75. Thank you for watching and giving me the opportunity to share my passion with you today. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and if you didn't, please leave your constructive criticism down in the comments. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.